Hello, hello, and welcome into tonight's race in the Donut Box Xfinity Series here at New Hampshire. The Wicked Pissah 180. Wicked Pissah. Sure, I'm butchering that. We'll hear it from our own New Englander Shane Fuller. Get him to pronounce it for us. Speaking of Shane Fuller, if you missed last week, Shane Fuller came out on top at Charlotte Motor Speedway and continues his undefeated streak at the track. He got the win. Cam Patterson, Cody Moore, Mark Parkhurst, and Andy Lewis finishing out the top 5 last week. And then Tony Osborne, Jordan Schur, Scott Ford Jr., David Mayo, Frank Warner rounded out the top 10. We take a quick look at the point standings now. Cam Patterson keeps his lead. Shane Fuller moves up to second. Mark Parkhurst moves up to third in points now. Your biggest mover last week, as you can see there, Andy Lewis moved up 6 spots. Now he's up to 8th place in the standings. And then Justin Bell and Chris Taylor moved down the farthest. They both moved 5 spots down in the standings. Team points, Mighty Donut Motorsports, Team Send It Storm Motorsports will continue to be the top 3 teams. All of these are the same. And last week, Cam Patterson won the top 10 challenge after Logan Physician. I will try to pronounce it correctly, Logan, just for you. And Warren Young were both eliminated last week. Like I mentioned, we're here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, 180 laps, 180 miles ahead of us tonight. Stages at 55 and 115. Fixed setup, fast repair, 4 sets of tires for these drivers. We take a look back live. Cam Patterson, Mark Parker, Shane Fuller, your top 3 in practice so far. You got Tony Osborne, Jack Scoville rounding out the top 5. About 3.5 minutes left in practice here. Let's go ahead and chill out with the music, see if we can get a hold of our winner last week, Shane Fuller, and see if we can have a quick chat with him. Hey Shane, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got me, man?
What's up, brother?
Hey, so I need you to pronounce the name of the race for me.
All right, so in New England, we have a saying. It's called "Wicked Pissah." So that's how you say it.
Okay.
And basically that translates to, wicked awesome.
Oh, okay. Well,
like, dude, that race the other day was wicked pissah. Did you see it?
Yeah. I mean, hey, you had a wicked pissah race last week. In fact,
dude, you nailed it.
Awesome. Glad I did. Hopefully we can have another wicked pissah race tonight. How's the car feeling for you sitting third in practice?
Those bumps are killing us.
Oh, really?
You're just trying to find your way around. Entering 1, entering 3, the bumps are bad. I don't know what update or setup that iRacing has for the fixed setup here, but it's not it. So we just got to work through that tonight. Just getting over the bumps, whether it be really, really low, really high. It's just the risk that we're going to end up taking how we do the entry.
So I haven't been able to see much of practice. I just got on there kind of late. Is it making the cars loose going into the corners, or is it kind of making them push up the track with the bumps, which seems to be more the issue?
Pushing the nose, getting in, and then once you get it settled, and then you pick up the throttle, it wants to loop it off the corners. So it's just throttle management and managing those bumps tonight.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna send you back down. Thanks for explaining the name of this race for us, and I'll let you go back down to your team and wish you luck tonight.
All right. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Now, Shane Fuller, he was our winner last week at Charlotte. 96 car Christian Taylor there, that Caterpillar machine. He told me before the race he's going to let me down tonight. He's actually sitting 6th right now in the standings, although he seems to be taking an expedition down the road course. Don't do that during the race there, Christian. But yeah, we're definitely going to have a fun event ahead of us tonight, and I'm definitely excited for this race. Some fun facts from the last time in the Xfinity Series that we were here. I actually raced here at New Hampshire in Season 1 of the Xfinity Series. I started on the pole, but apparently didn't lead a lap. Cody Moore led most of the race and ended up winning the race. Shane also led 48 laps, finished second last season here at New Hampshire, so he's got good history here at his home track. A lot of lead changes last year, 13 lead changes in 165 laps. And apparently I have the lap record at New Hampshire in these Xfinity cars for the Donut Box Racing Leagues. So I'll take that. That's not too bad. For those of you that don't know, I do plenty of racing here myself. Just not in this series because I'm the one in the booth behind the microphone telling y'all what's happening, even though you're getting to watch it. I'll take it though, as we got a lot of cars getting ready to hit the track for their qualifying laps. There's another look there at Christian Taylor. Had a good showing at Coda 2 weeks ago, and last week at Charlotte wasn't all that good to him, so he's looking to have a bounce back week this week. Get his name going back forward in the points. As he gets ready to start his first of 2 qualifying laps. We'll see what that Caterpillar Toyota Supra will be able to do. Man, he had that thing sideways through the corner, buddy. These cars seem to be loose getting out of the corner, so that'll be something to watch. Single car spins out of the corner might be a trend tonight, but we'll have to see. Cam Patterson, the first one to put down a lap with a 31.06. Christian Taylor catches the wall there, so his lap will be ineligible. Anyways, we'll go watch Cam Patterson finish up his second lap, and he comes across the stripe. That one was a 31.09, so it seems like for Cam, his first lap was the quickest. Tyler Smith on his second lap, he's sliding it out of the corner as well. Him and Christian Taylor currently separated by 1/1000th of a second there. As he crawls his machine across the stripe. Jimmy McIntyre's first lap, a 31.192. We'll see if he's able to improve on his lap on his second attempt here. Coming across the stripe, and the time is 31.5. A lot slower there on that second lap for Jimmy McIntyre. The old 42 car Chris Bishop creeping out of pits. You got Mike Poole with a slow time on the board of a 31.856. He's got some speed to look for later. Check out Mark Parkhurst. He sets the quick time right now, 31.027 on his first lap. Quickest out of anybody right now for Mark Parkhurst, sitting second in the points. As he takes his car through turns 3 and 4. Runs a little high up the track. We'll see if that's going to hurt his time on his second lap. Yep, 31.16 for his second lap, so a little bit slower there for him. You see Chris Bishop here. I think he's on his second lap. He comes across the stripe and he sets 31.573. That's good enough for 10th right now. Then you got Mr. Frank Warner. He just finished his laps up. He's currently in 12th. 31.608 for Mr. Warner there. 662 monster machine there. Scott Ford Jr. puts his first time up on the board. Just kidding. He's starting his first lap. I don't know how to count, folks. Scott Ford, another member of Storm Motorsports there in that Toyota Supra. Let's see what he can set for his first time here in that 62 machine coming across the line. He's down there near the bottom with a 31.67. He's got to hope to pick it up here a little bit. I don't think he's gone to. He got a little sideways there out of that corner. But we'll see if he's still able to improve on that time at all. Comes across the line with 32.3. And our last car that is qualifying here, Shane Fuller. First lap must have been ineligible because he's already on his second. So we'll see with 4 minutes left in qualifying here if Shane Fuller can steal the pole away from Mark Parkhurst or if Mark's going to start this race off for us in the pole position. It's going to be P3 for Shane Fuller in that 57 with a 31.152. Let's find our pole winner here, Mark Parkhurst, and have a chat with him, shall we? Hey, Mark, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha.
Hey, sitting on the pole. 31.027 for you, fastest out of everybody so far that's qualified. I think everyone has. I'm not sure. How's the car feeling for you tonight in that 04?
Loose in, loose off, tight in the middle. But yeah, I have no idea how I got that pull. I guess I just pulled one good lap out of it there, and I don't know if I'll be able to have the speed to hang with Cam, Shane, and Cody once we actually get to the race, but nice to get some TV time at least the start of the race and try to hang up there, get some good stage points, and hopefully bring home at least top 5.
Yeah, absolutely. We spoke with Shane earlier, and he said there seems to be some issues with some bumps going into the corners. Are you kind of experiencing the same thing there?
Oh man, yeah, it's horrible. Going into the corners, just the whole car's rattling up and down. It's going in. But it's a
Alrighty.
home race for me tonight, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I believe it's a home race for Shane as well. You moved up to second place in the points after last week with a strong performance at Charlotte, and hopefully you can continue that tonight. And good luck.
Thank you.
That was your pole winner there in the 04, Mark Parkhurst, having a word with us as we wait for qualifying to finish up. We'll go ahead and talk to current points leader in that number 38 machine, sitting second right now in qualifying, Cam Patterson. Have a quick word with him. Hey, Cam, it's Jesse in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, sitting P2 out of qualifying right now on the outside pole and sitting top in the points right now. How's your race looking for you tonight here at New Hampshire?
I did a almost full length run during practice with fuel, and I pit with 5 laps left, and I won't be running that long in the stage. And the car felt good, basically throughout the entire thing. It's just going to come down to who's faster in that long run, depending on what cautions are going to come out. But I have good expectations for this race. I got a good feeling about it. Not my favorite track, to say the least, but hopefully I can get it done and extend my lead in points.
Yeah, absolutely. Leading the points. And you're missing your teammate, Logan Fischischen, tonight.
Yeah, he's actually going to a real life NASCAR race at Bristol, so I hope he has fun over there. And if he's watching this, Logan, I miss you. And if he's not, then I'll personally tell him when I'm done. Kidding.
We have a source in the chat that says rumor has it the driver of the number 78 Dark Horse Ford Mustang is missing the race on his way down to Bristol as we speak to make his NASCAR Xfinity Series debut. Do you have any comment on that?
No comment. I can neither confirm nor deny that.
All right, we heard it here first, folks, and I'll send you back down to get ready for the start of this thing. Thank you, Cam.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
All righty, that was your driver of the 38, Cam Patterson. Current points leader, all around cool guy. Fun to watch him race in that Red Bull machine, wishing he was Max Verstappen. It's been a rough couple weeks for that guy, huh? But anyways, we've got a few seconds left here until these cars get ready to grid up, and we'll go through and show you the full running order for the beginning of this race. 180 laps ahead of us here and this paperclip shaped track, but it is not the paperclip. The paperclip is Martinsville. This is if Martinsville was 2 times bigger, which this track is. Boy, I'm struggling to make stuff up, but we'll work through it. You see him right here in this Crown Royal Apple Mustang. That is Mark Parkhurst. He's going to be starting off field off from the pole. He's got the 38 car, Cam Patterson, right there. It is outside. Row 2, number 57. Behind the flag stand there, the Chevy Camaro, Shane Fuller. Starts off row 2, and he's got Jimmy McIntyre Jr. to his outside. Row 3 has Tony Osborne in the number 10 Chevy Camaro with the 88 Cody Moore to his outside. Row 4 is going to be the 23 of Tyler Smith and the 96 car Christian Taylor. Andrew Lewis and that 08 machine's going to be on row 5 with number 6 car Jordan Schur to his outside. Row 7 has 42 Christopher Bishop and the 35 David Mayo. Trying to do math in my head. Row 7 is going to be Frank Warner and Jack Scoville, Storm Motorsports teammates. And then 15th is going to be the 62 Scott Ford Jr. right behind him, followed by the 84 of Mike Poole. Failing to qualify as the 33 car of Ben Madden. So we turn our attention back out front. You see the lights are off on the pace car. This race is getting ready to go green. Mark Parkhurst in the 04 leads him to the green flag. Green flag is out here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for the wicked Pissah 180. They go side by side into turn 1. See who can outbreak who. 38 and 04 battling for the lead here on the first lap. Looks like the 38 Cam Patterson has the momentum on the outside, and he's going to take it. 04 Mark Parkhurst falls in behind. Shane Fuller holds on to third. And they get one by one all the way back to 5th. Cody Moore, Tyler Smith battling here for 6th place. Cody's going to hold on to that spot and try to take over 5th here from Tony Osborne. He looks to his inside and he dives down low. Is he going to be able to make the pass stick, or will the 10 be able to keep the momentum? Looks like the 10 car Tony Osborne's going to let him by, but now they're 3 wide almost coming out of turn 2. 96 Christian Taylor wisely backs out of that one, but he stays side by side with the family man going through 3 and 4. He's going to be able to make the pass now on the 10 car. 10 car Tony Osborne's falling back quick. As we go back out front, Cam Patterson holds on to that lead still. Mark Parkhurst and Shane Fuller close racing for second. We go a little bit back farther in the field. I saw Frank Warner back there with some side-by-side action. He's next to, I believe, David Mayo. He's trying to take that 12th spot right now from the 35, and his teammate in the 15 is going to follow him right through. .35 David Mayo is just going to back out, let these guys burn their stuff up. Frank Warner, Jack Scoville sitting 12th and 13th. Cam Patterson still holding on to a couple tenths of a second lead here. See Shane Fuller in the 57. He's making that move per second now on Mark Parkhurst. They're going to go side by side into turn 1 here. Both the 04 and the 57. I believe this is their home tracks. They're still side by side coming out of turn 2 and down the backstretch. See if Shane's going to be able to cover up through this corner, and it looks like he will. He's going to take that second spot over and see if he can make any gains on the 38. Cam Patterson, who's had just a ridiculous start to this season. I think he's finished top 5 in every single race we've had so far, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have a stat guy to check that for me, but I believe that to be the case. You look back and you see Tony Osborne. He's still under pressure here. He's got the 42 car now. Chris Bishop trying to take a spot away. And Chris will. Tony Osborne's fallen 4 spots already in 7 laps. He's going to have Andrew Lewis looking to pass next. Not a great start for the driver of that number 10 machine. You see Jack Scoville holding off Jordan Schurrer in 11th. Jack just made that pass last lap, and now his teammate Frank going to look to make a pass on the 6 car as well here. Frank using that low line. Jordan kind of running the higher side of things. You see most drivers like to stick to the low line here, but the high side can be effective when needed. As you can see, the 6 car Jordan Schurrer is going to be able to hold Frank Warner off, at least for now. We set our sights back out towards the front. Cam Patterson still maintaining that lead. We look back here. Christian Taylor, he's trying to move up on Tyler Smith. He wasn't able to make the pass happen, though, so he's going to fall back behind the 23 car there. Taylor showing top 10 speed so far. Looking to have a bounce back race after a poor performance last week at Charlotte, as he looks to the inside again of the 23. We'll see if he's able to make the pass stick this time. Got a little loose out of the corner there. 23 has a run, and they're going to be side by side across the stripe, but Chris Taylor does have the spot barely across the line. As he takes the shorter way around the racetrack, and he is able to cover that spot up on the 23, and he's going to gain a spot and move up to 6th. Things are getting a little closer up front. Shane gained a little bit there on Cam Patterson in the last few laps, while the 04 Mark Parkhurst has begun to fall back. He's getting close to a second behind first and second place here. 11 laps into our 55 lap stage here tonight. See a lot of these guys getting loose out of the corners, as our 2 interviews talked about earlier. Everybody's seeming to manage it well, though. As we'll go through your running order completely here for you. 38 car Cam Patterson holds on to that lead. Shane Fuller holding on to second. Mark Parkhurst third. Jimmy McIntyre Jr. right there in 4th place, right where he qualified. Number 88 Cody Moore up 1 spot from his qualifying position, sitting in 5th. Chris Taylor's gained 2 spots, went from 8th to 6th place here in the 23 Tyler Smith. He's still sitting in 7th. Chris Bishop's moved up 3 spots so far from 11th to 8th place now. Whereas Tony Osborne behind him has fallen back 4 spots since the start of this thing. Qualified 5th, now he's sitting in 9th. Andrew Lewis sitting in the 10th place right now. Jack Scoville right behind him in 11th. Up 3 spots so far. 6 car Jordan Schur. He's in the 12th spot right now, down 2 spots. Frank Warner right where he qualified behind him in 13th. He's got the 84, Mike Poole, looking to make a pass on him. Currently sitting 14th after qualifying 16th. Then you got the 33, Ben Madden, watching that battle going on right behind him in 15th. Your 35 car, David Mayo, falling off the pace a little bit back here in 16th. And then Scott Ford Jr. currently out of this race. Not sure if he had some sort of connection issue or what could have happened to the 62 this early. 15 laps into this thing. All drivers will have to make one stop, at least during this stage, for fuel. But we'll keep our eyes on the 38 car, Cam Patterson, and we will take a quick break. We see the 38 car Cam Patterson. He's extending his lead a little bit now over the 57 car Shane Fuller. Current fastest car on track, at least in that previous lap. A 96 machine Christian Taylor. He's saving them tires best he can, trying to make them last till the end of this thing. As we ride on board with the 96 car sitting in 6th place right here. You hear these drivers doing the best they can to manage the use of the throttle, trying not to spin those rear tires and wear them out too quickly. You've had a few drivers come down pit road already. 33 car Ben Madden, along with the 6 car there Jordan Schur, and the 08 Andy Lewis. They've all come down for their pit stops. Again, all these drivers will have to pit before we get to lap 55. You see here the race is starting to get tight for second place. Cam Patterson is starting to increase that lead over the rest of the field, and Shane Fuller, he's got the 04 Mark Parkhurst breathing right down his neck right now, and the 81 Jimmy McIntyre Jr. not far behind. 88 car Cody Moore, he's going to make his way into pit lane now to get his fuel to finish out the stage. He was one of the quicker cars on track before his pit stop. .38 car now, Cam Patterson, along with the 81 Jimmy McIntyre, both coming into pit road now. It's going to make the 57 Shane Fuller your new leader. You see the 88 Cody Moore coming off a pit lane right in front of those two. So he is the first person that has come down to pit that's going to be able to keep himself on the lead lap, at least for now. He won't have to worry if there's a yellow of some sort about getting any sort of wave arounds. Family man Tony Osborne, he's going to make his way down to his pit stall, get fuel now. As you see the pit cycle really start to begin here, 57 Shane Fuller is going to make his way onto pit road. Mark Parkhurst going to lead himself a lap here at New Hampshire. Been a very clean race so far tonight. I don't even know if there's been any contact between cars yet, to be honest with you. It's Michael Poole is going to make his pit stop now. Current top 5 is going to be the 04 Mark Parkhurst, Christian Taylor, Tyler Smith, Chris Bishop, Jack Scoville. Going to be your current top 5. 7 drivers still left to pit. And you've got about 10 that have already made their stop. You hear your leader of the 04, Mark Parkhurst, there doing the best he can to take as much care of those tires as possible. 96 Christian Taylor heads onto pit road now. Everybody that has made their way onto pit road so far, I believe, has taken fuel only. Cody Moore did have a bit of a long stop. He might have taken 2 tires. I'm not sure. Shane Fuller also with a long stop, 8 seconds. Not much going on as far as the lead goes. Mark Parkhurst yet to pit here in this stage. I imagine he'll be coming down pit road here fairly shortly. Tyler Smith, Chris Bishop, Jack Scoville, Frank Warner, David Mayo, all still needing to make their pit stops. The 62 Scott Ford Jr. has made it back out on track, but he's currently 8 laps down. It's going to be tough for him to battle back from that. I see we got about 15 folks tuned in right now. Make sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button. Tyler Smith, Chris Bishop battling for second right now. Tyler Smith able to hold on to that spot for the moment. Pretty much the only battle we have on track at this time. Everybody else seems to be spread out by more than a second. At least as far as lead lap cars go, as you see the 23 car go way up the track there. Obviously, with all the drivers that have already made their pit stops, we know the pit window is open. I'm not exactly sure when the pit window closes, aka when these drivers are going to be out of fuel. '15 Jack Scoville. He's the first car in a while to make their way to pit road. Mark Parkhurst continues to lead laps. Everybody's staying real spread out. Not much action going on here, lap 40. Your current top 5, the 04 Mark Parkhurst, Tyler Smith, Chris Bishop, Frank Warner, David Mayo, all needing to complete their pit stops. Cam Patterson currently leading the group of drivers that have already come down pit road, with Shane Fuller and Jimmy McIntyre Jr. behind him. It'll be interesting to see where the 04 Mark Parkhurst ends up after his pit stop. He's still one of the faster cars on the track right now. So we'll see where he ends up cycling out. 42 Christopher Bishop, he's going to make his way onto pit road now. That'll leave 4 cars left to pit. You see the 23 there, Tyler Smith. The 9, Frank Warner. And the 35 there, David Mayo. Tyler Smith makes his way onto pit road now. We've got about 12 laps to go left in this stage. Looks like the 04 Mark Parkhurst finally comes down to complete his pit stop. We turn our attention to the 9 of Frank Warner to see if he's going to take the lead over, or if he has to come in as well. He's coming in. 35 of David Mayo also on his way into the pits. And then you see the 38 car Cam Patterson. He's going to be your leader here. If he can get past the 04, and he does easily. Cam Patterson going to take the lead back over. And you see the 57 Shane Fuller right behind him there. All cars have now completed their pit stops here in this stage. Cam Patterson, Shane Fuller, Mark Parkhurst, your top 3 on track and your top 3 in the points right now. They've had great starts to their seasons here in Season 2 of the Xfinity Series and looking to keep their strong seasons going here at New Hampshire. Shane Fuller is about a second back from Cam Patterson, and he's going to see if he can make anything happen in here in these final 8 or 9 laps of the stage here. Caution is out here. Lap 49. Not sure what happened here. You see the 84. Mike Poole. That car looks a little beat up. We'll rewind, see if we can see what happened here to the 84. Of course, that's not going to work. Give it a second. Sorry for the technical difficulties here. There we go. Now let's rewind and take a look. See him go low here on the 96 car, Christian Taylor. Not sure if this was for position, but they just seem to get hooked together, and the 84 goes hard into the wall and up over the 96. 84, heavy damage there. Let's go back and take a look at this from a different angle. Slow it down a little bit. See, he gets the run into the corner. Looks like a bit of net code there, but it looks like the 96 just came down the track a little bit, and the 84 car underneath them goes hard into the outside wall. As we'll go ahead and ride on board the 84. See Mike Poole there using his faster pair. Mark Parkhurst cycles out to be the leader. Several drivers came down for another pit stop. Cam Patterson, Shane Fuller, Cody Moore, Ben Madden, Tyler Smith, Tony Osborne, Frank Warner, all coming down pit road here under caution. Not quite sure if that counted as the stage there. I imagine we'll know shortly here. As you see them come across the stripe for the choose. Everybody seems to get through there fairly cleanly. Your front row is going to be the 04 Mark Parkhurst and the 81 Jimmy McIntyre Jr. Row 2 Andy Lewis, Chris Bishop. Row 3 Jack Scoville and Shane Fuller. So they get ready to kick this back off. This might be a few lap shootout here for the stage. An old-fashioned green-white checkered here is Mark Parkhurst going to lead him into the Geico restart zone here.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag's back out here at New Hampshire. Mark Parkhurst going to take the lead into turns 1 and 2. They're 3 wide there in the background. Everybody seems to make it through okay. Several drivers out here on fresh tires seeing what they can do before this stage ends. Shane Fuller, one of them, and he is on the move. He's already made his way up to beside second.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution back out. Not sure what happened. Looks like the 33 Ben Madden might have had some trouble here. Let's go back and look. Surely that'll be the stage. Mark Parkhurst, Jimmy McIntyre, Shane Fuller getting the top 3 here in stage 1. Let's go take a look and see what we can find out if what happened to the 33 car here. See going into turns 3 and 4. You see Cam Patterson cut low and the 33 Ben Madden nowhere to go. He's going to get that thing looped around and get it back going. Looks like Cam just did not know how close the 33 car was. As you see, all the drivers that previously did not pit, they hit pit road now. Cody Moore in the 88, he's going to take over the lead. Frank Warner right behind. We'll go ahead and step away as they wrap up this stage break here, and we'll be back once we get some live racing. We're getting ready to get back underway. Cody Moore, Frank Warner making up row 1. Row 2 is going to be Ben Madden, Shane Fuller. Row 3, Cam Patterson, Christian Taylor. Row 4 is going to be Mark Parkhurst and Jimmy McIntyre Jr. Row 5, Jack Scoville, Chris Bishop. As we go back out front, Cody Moore is going to lead them into the Geico restart zone as the control car, and we're going to get ready to go back green here at New Hampshire. Lap 59 of 180 when we hit the stripe. Green flag, back out. Cody Moore gets a great launch. Frank Warner, Ben Madden side by side behind for second. Shane Fuller dives to the inside of the 9. He's down on the apron. Holy moly, what a pass from Shane Fuller. He's going to leapfrog up into second with that move. Cam Patterson right behind. You see them 3 wide back there in the back. Chris Taylor, Jordan Schur, Jimmy McIntyre Jr. there 3 wide for a second. They get back to 2 wide. That was a scary moment there. Cody Moore, Shane Fuller, MDM teammates running 1-2 right now. Cam Patterson right behind. Ben Madden has Mark Parkhurst to his inside for 4th place. You see Ben gets into the wall there a little bit. That gives the 04 a good run down the straightaway. Jack Scoville has snuck his way up to 6th place now. He led some laps here last year. Looking to get back out towards the front. Mark Parkhurst trying to finish that pass on Ben Madden for 4th place, and he does. Slides up the track in front of the 33, and the 33 has to get out of it. That gives Jack Scoville a spot in the top 5 now. Ben Madden falling fast after that restart. Shane Fuller, Cody Moore still in control of this thing. Cody has about a half-second lead right now over the 57. He was your fastest car on track that last lap. Jack Scoville now looking to the inside of Mark Parkhurst for 4th. Is he going to be able to make the pass stick? Not that lap. He's going to get back behind the 04 now. You see the 33 Ben Madden getting into the wall slightly there again. Jack does get side by side with the 04 again, but with that momentum on the outside, Mark Parker still able to hold him off. Our next stage break will be lap 115, so these drivers will have to come down pit road for fuel at some point during this stage. .38 car Cam Patterson, fastest on the track last lap. He's trying to get back out to the lead, leading most of stage 1 before his pit stop. We go back, you see Frank Warner and Jordan Schur side by side. That's going to be your battle for 8th place right now. Jimmy McIntyre Jr. goes to the outside of Frank Warner now. He's going to move up into 9th. That puts Frank down to 10th. We turn our attention back up here to P2 as Cam Patterson puts his nose down there, looking to go inside of Shane Fuller, but not able to outbrake him into the corner. That 57 is going to hold him off for now still. Lots of good racing so far here at the start of stage 2. Everybody's starting to get spread out though, but Jack Scoville's still trying to find a way by the 04. That 15 car is determined to make his way into the top 4. He's trying his best to get by the 04, and it's just not happening. See Andrew Lewis, Tony Osborne there, 13th and 14th respectively. English is hard sometimes. Quiet race so far tonight for those two. See the 81 now looking to the inside of Jordan Schur. He's going to try to make that pass. Take that 8th spot away from the 6 car, but he's not able to do it yet. Jack Scoville falling back now from the 04. He's under some pressure from Ben Madden. As you see the 88 Cody Moore working on extending his lead here in stage 2. Lap 69. Gonna be lap 70 across the stripe here. Cody Moore sitting 4th place in points right now. You're defending Donut Box Xfinity Series champion in the lead of this race right now. He won week 1 at Daytona in a very close finish. Finished runner-up at Coda. He's had a pretty good start to his season. Shane Fuller sitting P2. He's your defending winner. He won last week at Charlotte for his first win of the season. And Cam Patterson right behind your winner at Coda, and he's had a strong performance all season. He looks to the inside now of the 57 into turns 3 and 4. We'll see if he's able to make it stick or if the 57 is going to have too much momentum out of the corner. They go side by side down the front stretch. He's going to try it one more time here into turn 1. Still not able to get by the 57 Shane Fuller. They're side by side down the backstretch now, heading into turn 3. Cody Moore extending his lead right now as these two battle, and they're still side by side now through a whole lap. Can the 38 make the pass? He dives it in. They make contact. And 1 and 2, and the 38 is around. That's going to bring out a yellow. It looks like Cam just dove it in a little hard there in the 57. Didn't give him any extra room, and around goes the 38. That's going to send Cam Patterson to the back of the field, and I bet you're going to see most of these guys come in for their pit stops here. Let's go back and take a look at that from a different angle. You see him come down the backstretch here. And the 38 trying to pass the 57, throws it into the corner and comes up the track, and they touch. And then you see the 38 go around. Both cars there were sideways after the first contact. That's big problems there for the 38. So we'll go back live here. Cody Moore leading pretty much the entire field down pit road, it seems. We'll see what drivers take fuel only, if any drivers decide to take an extra set of tires here to try to get some extra stage points. You see the 62 Scott Ford Jr. staying out. An attempt to get a lap back along with the 35 David Mayo. He gets the wave around. 84 Mike Poole. He's on the lead lap, but he stays out during this pit cycle. Might just be a strategy call here from the 84 to get himself a lap led. Cody Moore wins the race off pit road, and he's got the 04 Mark Parkhurst and the 33 Ben Madden behind him. The 9 Frank Warner, and then the 57 of Shane Fuller. Way back here in the back. He ends up back behind the 38 now. That just made contact with him on that previous incident. You see the 84 Mike Poole does come down pit road now after leading that lap. Imagine they'll be going through the chews this time. Getting ready to go back green here at beautiful New Hampshire Motor Speedway. I believe it is in Loudon, New Hampshire. We're creeping up on halfway through this race, not there quite yet. As you see the first four choosing the high line, very interesting. They might not have expected the choose that time. But that's going to put Chris Bishop all the way onto row 1 beside Cody Moore. Row 2 is going to be Mark Parkhurst and Jordan Shearer. Row 3, Ben Madden, Mark Parkhurst, or Ben Madden, Andy Lewis, rather. Row 4 is going to be Frank Warner, Shane Fuller. Row 5, Tony Osborne, Christian Taylor round out the top 10 after the choose. Cody Moore going to lead him back to green here at New Hampshire. As we'll listen into the sounds of the track.
Green flag, green flag.
23 car, Tyler Smith around in the background. And no caution. He's going to have to get that thing back going. Let's go back and take another look at that, see if there was contact involved. You see going into turns 3 and 4. He gets into the 96. Which leads the 15 to get into the back end of him, and around the 23 goes. 96 and 15 drive away. Let's go back live. Jack Scoville, Christian Taylor side by side. Chris Taylor's going to let Scoville by there. 88 Cody Moore's built back a substantial lead already. He's up to a second lead now over the field. Mark Parkhurst in the 0-4 behind in second. Shane Fuller now takes that third spot over, and then side by side here for fourth. Jordan Shearer trying to take that spot away from Chris Bishop. Jack Scoville runs high up, gets into the wall a little bit. It's going to open the door back up for the 96. 15 into the wall again. See Ben Madden in the background get sideways. He's going through the grass, mowing the lawn a little bit. He's able to get that car back under control. See Jack Scoville, Christian Taylor still side by side now going down the front stretch. Chris Bishop able to hold on to that fourth spot for now. Jordan Shearer fifth. Jack Scoville is going to look around the outside of the 6 here onto the back stretch. He's going to get the nose in there. And with that momentum on the high side, he's going to be able to get the pass on the 6 car and move up into the top 5 once again for the 15. He's going to set his sights now on the 42, Chris Bishop. He's already to his inside now. Going down into turn 1. Jack Scoville's on the move. He's going to make the pass on the 42. Chris Taylor looking to make his way into the top 5. He's next to the 42 now going into turn 3. He dives into the corner. He's going to be able to get the pass on the 42 now. 42, Chris Bishop, I do believe, is on older tires. 15, Jack Scoville got loose, and now the 96, Chris Taylor makes the pass into 4th. Flying through the field right now. He's gained 3 spots in 2 laps. But now the 6 Chris Taylor gets into the wall and gets loose. Jack Scoville, Chris Bishop able to get back around him. And just like that, Chris Taylor goes 4th to 6th in the blink of an eye. He's now going to try to get that position back again from Chris Bishop here. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it stick. Oh, he's going to. Side by side coming out of turn 2. See Frank Warner get a little sideways there in the background. These two continue to be side by side. This is some of the best racing we've had all day, folks. Taylor able to make that pass there on Chris Bishop to move officially into the top 5. Cody Moore with a substantial 1.5 second lead now out front. Your top 4 pretty spread out. Cody Moore, Mark Parker, Shane Fuller, Jack Scoville. Chris Taylor round out the top 5. Right now your top 10's Chris Bishop, Jordan Schur, Andy Lewis, Cam Patterson, Frank Warner. Sitting in P11 right now, you got Tony Osborne, Jimmy McIntyre Jr. Sits 12th, 13th, Mike Poole. David Mayo in 14th. Getting loose there, getting sideways. 15th is going to be the 33, Ben Madden. 16th spot right now is the 23, Tyler Smith. Right now your field is Scott Ford Jr., 7 laps down at the moment. See Jack Scoville, he's looking to try to get by Shane Fuller now for 3rd. He gets the run on that outside lane. He's going to make that pass fairly easily on the 57. Scoville now making his way up, try to get to Mark Parkhurst now to see if he can get into 2nd place. He's going to be to the inside of the 04 coming out of turn 2. As they come into turn 3, Scoville makes the pass for 2nd. He is one of your fastest cars on track right now. He's going to see if he can get up to Cody Moore and take the lead of this race. On lap 90 of 180, we've got about 25 laps to go in stage 2 tonight. If my math is correct, I do think all of our drivers are good on fuel until the end. Jack Scoville is going to be on fresher tires than Cody Moore, so he should be able to reel him in as we officially hit the halfway point of this event. Chris Taylor's been able to make the pass now on the 57, Shane Fuller. Let's move up into 4th. Everybody's pretty spread out right now. We'll keep an eye here on your battle for the lead, and we'll go ahead and take a quick break. You see the 15 car, Jack Scoville getting big sideways there, trying to reel in the leader, Cody Moore. They've got 86 laps to go, 85 to go as we cross the stripe. About 20 laps left to go here in stage 2. Looks like we've got about 20 folks watching right now. Make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. Like button helps get the stream out to other potential viewers. Subscribe button helps keep you notified of next time we go live. We go live every Thursday night here with the Donut Box Xfinity Series live on the YouTubes here. And very shortly we're going to start having the VODs of the Donut Box Cup Series being uploaded to this channel. You can catch those live on Monday nights on Twitch TV/X HorseboatX. Yes, I said that correctly. His name is Horseboat. He does a great job broadcasting the Cup Series over there. Top 5 as we sit: Cody Moore, Jack Scoville, Mark Parkhurst, Christian Taylor, Shane Fuller, Chris Bishop, Andrew Lewis, Cam Patterson, Frank Warner, Jordan Schur round out your top 10 currently. Doesn't look like we have any battles on track right now, but it does look like something happened to the 81 of Jimmy McIntyre Jr. possibly. No, he seems like he's just fine. Maybe some scoring issues there, but he's looking to the inside of Frank Warner, trying to get 9th place, but he's not going to be able to. You see the 84 Mike Poole, he's able to get around the 6 of Jordan Schur. The 6 car falling back fast. He was sitting in about P7 a couple laps ago. He finds himself back in 12th place now. He's got Tony Osborne looking to get back by him. We have a new 2nd place car. Mark Parkhurst has made his way into 2nd now. Jack Scoville might have burnt his tires up trying to make a push to the front. He's got teammate 96 Christian Taylor now looking to make the pass for 3rd with 81 laps to go here in this race. It's been a fairly uneventful race so far. Only 2 cautions and a stage break. Cody Moore's got that lead up to about 1.5 seconds over 2nd place. We take a look back farther in the field here at Frank Warner. He's got Mike Poole, Jimmy McIntyre Jr. both right behind him. It's been a quiet race for these guys so far tonight. About 80 laps to go here in this event. Looks like the 84 Mike Poole, he's going to try to make the pass here for 10th on Jimmy McIntyre Jr. He's able to make the pass, move up into 10th place now. Mike Poole, of course, one of the guys that runs the Donut Box Late Model Series that also runs on Monday nights. You can catch those streams on Hutchinson Motorsports here on the YouTubes. Blake Hutchinson, the GOAT. He's the GOAT in everything that he does. He's probably going to whip my ass in fantasy football this week. Mike Poole does get to the inside now. Frank Warner looking to take that 9th place away. We'll see if he's able to do that. Coming out of turn 2. They're still going to be side by side here. Frank Warner doing the best he can now to try to hold on to this top 10. He gives that spot up to the 84 Mike Poole. Poole is going to move up into 9th now. Frank Warner going to hold on to that 10th spot for just a moment. Fastest car on track right now is the person sitting in second. That's Mark Parkhurst. He gained about a 10th on Cody Moore in that previous lap. And he gained about 2/10 just this last lap. He's got the lead down to about half a second now for Cody Moore, as we have about 10 to go in the stage. Mark Parker's looking to go back to back in the stages tonight if he can get around the 88 of Cody Moore. Cody has led pretty much every lap so far of stage 2 in that pink frosted donut machine there out of Texas. We go ahead and take a look at our teams. Mighty Donut Motorsports, they've got 2 cars in the top 10 right now. Cody Moore, Shane Fuller. Mark Parkhurst, a Team Send It, sitting there in second. Storm Motorsports has Jack Scoville, Christian Taylor sitting in the top 10. Then you got Chris Bishop and Mike Poole of Off Camber Racing sitting in 6th and 9th place. Cam Patterson of Minor Motorsports in 7th. Then you got Jimmy McIntyre Jr. there. He's sitting in 10th place. I believe he is First Lap Legends or Team Send It. I'm not sure. But Mark Parkhurst has closed in now on Cody Moore. He was almost on his back bumper just a lap ago. It's definitely making the end of stage 2 here fairly interesting. Mark Parkhurst clearly the faster car right now, but it is fairly difficult to pass here at this flat track, New Hampshire. Mark Parker's going to do the best he can, though, in that Crown Royal machine. Fairly big gap back to third. Jack Scoville able to hold that spot down for just the moment. Shane Fuller has made his way back into 4th now. Parkhurst right on the bumper of Cody Moore for the lead. This is definitely the best battle we've seen pretty much all night for the leader of this race. Across the stripe, we're going to have 5 laps left to go here in stage 2. See the 88 machine Cody Moore scrape the wall there slightly. The 04 Mark Parkhurst does the same. Good racing right now between these 2 drivers. Mark Parkhurst able to get the nose of his 04 machine up under the 88 just for a second. 69 laps to go here in tonight's race. Can Mark Parkhurst get by the 88 to take over the lead of this race? He looks now to the outside. Is he able to keep the nose there? No. Will he have the momentum going down the front stretch? He looks to the inside now of the 88. They get side by side now. Parkhurst gets out ahead. He's not able to make the pass completely, though. They stay side by side now down the backstretch. Parkhurst able to get ahead now. Cody looks for the crossover going into turn 3. Gets down on the apron, doesn't help him enough. The 04 Mark Parkhurst going to take this lead over in stage 2. If he can hold Cody Moore off for 2 more laps, he will sweep the stages here tonight at his home track at New Hampshire. Current top 5, Mark Parkhurst, Cody Moore, Jack Scoville, Shane Fuller, Christian Taylor in 5th place, but right now he's got Chris Bishop in the 42 to his inside. Chris Bishop's going to take that spot over now and move up into 5th. That moves Taylor back to 6th. White flag out for the stage. Cam Patterson, Jimmy McIntyre Jr., Andrew Lewis, Mike Poole round out your top 10 for the stage. Two more corners to go in stage 2 for Mark Parkhurst. As he comes across the stripe, he's going to win stage 2. Go back-to-back in the stages tonight. Cody Moore, P2. Jack Scoville, P3. Shane Fuller right behind. Finished P4 for the stage. Chris Bishop, P5. Taylor, P6. Cam Patterson, P7. Jimmy McIntyre, P8. Andrew Lewis finishes 9th. 10th place goes to the 10, Tony Osborne, here in stage number 2. Mark Parkhurst qualified on the pole, and he has won both stage 1 and stage 2, securing himself 20 bonus points and 2 playoff points. Just a reminder, he is sitting in 2nd in points right now. Or he's sitting 3rd in points right now behind Shane Fuller and Cam Patterson. Gained 2 spots last week. He's trying to gain 1 more on Shane Fuller if he can. As I imagine the whole field going to come down for fresh Goodyear tires and some more fuel. Let's see who wins the race off pit road. If anyone's going to go for any sort of strategy calls here, if it's just going to be 4 tires and fuel for everybody. Mark Parkhurst, Cody Moore, Jack Scoville, Shane Fuller leading the way out of pit road here. Let's have a quick word with the 04 Mark Parkhurst here if we have a second. Mark, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Hey, we talked to you earlier after you got the pole and you weren't sure how you were going to do, and you're doing pretty darn good so far. You've swept the stages so far tonight at New Hampshire. What's your how you feeling about the rest of this race tonight?
A lot more confident than coming in. I didn't have too many expectations going into this one, to be honest with you, but I kind of backed into that first stage win there. If we hadn't had that caution, I don't think I would have got it, but I was just trying to save through that second stage because I knew we had a longer way to go and just happened to have a little bit better tire than Cody there towards the end, so ran it down. Hopefully put on a good show for the broadcast.
Absolutely. It was definitely fun watching you make that pass there near the end of that stage. I'll go ahead and send you back down, and good luck the rest of the way.
I'd appreciate it.
Oh, gosh, I did it again.
Got pulled up?
No, I sent myself down. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, Discord. Why do you do this? There we go. All right, we're back to normal here. Let's have a quick word with the 88 Cody Moore, finishing 2nd there in that stage. Hey, Cody, just a quick word. I see the lights are off on the pace car. You had a quiet first stage and you finished P2 in stage 2. How's the car feeling for you?
It's getting better. Still not really my driving style right now. First stage, I was too easy on it. That stage, a little too hard on it. Hopefully, I can find somewhere in the middle here for the final stage.
Absolutely, Mark Parkhurst able to save tires and get back by you there at the end. Do you think you got something for him here for the end of this race?
Not really, to be honest. I think I'm more of a top 5 car. I think that was just a product of clean air that you saw on that last stage and a good restart. So,
All right, I'll send you back down for the green flag here. Thank you.
thank you, sir.
Super quick word there with Cody Moore. Pace car's already off. Mark Parkhurst, your leader there on the high side as they go into the Geico restart zone. We go back green here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Mark Parkhurst gets a good jump. Cody Moore, though, right behind. Chris Bishop sleeping a little bit there. Second row outside. He's going to fall into third place now. You see the 38 Cam Patterson. 42 cars around. Chris Bishop is around. It looked like he just got loose. Caution not going to come out. He's just got to gather that thing back up and keep going. That's going to let the 38 car Cam Patterson make his way back up to third. He dominated stage 1. He had a pretty quiet stage number 2. But he's right back on the bumper of the 88 now for third place. Jack Scoville, you see him blinking in and out, but he's running fourth right now. And they've got a wreck in the back. It's going to be Ben Madden and David Mayo, I believe. Ben Madden involved in his second incident here tonight. Let's go ahead and rewind and see if we can see what happened between those two. Technology giving me problems as usual. They go into turn 1 here. Ben Madden ends up running pretty high. 62 car gets in his back corner, turns him around. 33 hard in the outside wall. And the 35 kind of just a passerby there, nowhere to go. Let's take a look from the chopper cam. See the 62 car there, Scott Ford Jr., 7 laps down. Just barely gets into the 33, and that was enough to upset the car and spin him right around. We go back live, still heavy damage there on the 33, Ben Madden. Must not have a fast repair of that, or he's trying to save it closer to the end of this race. 08 Andy Lewis also made his way onto pit road that time around. Fuel window not open yet for these drivers. As we'll go ahead and take another break here before we get back to green flag racing here in the final stage at New Hampshire. They get lined back up here. Row 1, 04 Mark Parkhurst, 88 Cody Moore. Row 2, Cam Patterson, Jack Scoville. Row 3, Jimmy McIntyre Jr., Christian Taylor. Row 4, Mike Poole, Jordan Schur. I'm sorry, row 4 is Mike Poole, Tony Osborne. Pace car is off. Green flag back out here at New Hampshire. Mark Parkhurst gets another good jump. 88 Cody Moore and 38 Cam Patterson side by side here in turn 1 for second. Cam not able to make the pass yet on Cody. They stay side by side onto the backstretch. Jack Scoville right behind in fourth. Jack Scoville tries to stick his bumper in the mix up there. But your top 3 stays Mark Parkhurst, Cody Moore, Cam Patterson. Jimmy McIntyre Jr. in the 81, he's up here in fourth. Chris Taylor rounds out the top 5 currently. You see Shane Fuller there. He's moving his way up into 6th place. He's gained 5 spots in 3 laps. He's made his way from 11th to 8th. And we've got a caution. You see Cody Moore, Jack Scoville involved in that, along with the 38. I just saw somebody's hood go up to heaven. There it is. It's back down on the earth. Let's take a look and see what happened to those 2 very damaged machines there. We take a look here. See the 88 Cody Moore and the 04 Mark Parkhurst. They were battling for the lead. Contact made, and the 88 was hard to the outside wall, and the 15 nowhere to go. 38 also involved there. Cody, I think that car's not in great shape there, man. That car is a little bit destroyed. Let's go back and take a closer look at this from up above. You see him battling there for the lead. Coming out of the corner. Looks like the 04 might have gotten a little loose there. Either way, it catches the rear quarter of Cody Moore. And Jack Scoville nowhere to go. Slams into the 88. 81 also gets damage from that. 96, Chris Taylor able to make it through. Right on board the 96 here. We go back live here. Let's have a quick word with the 96 car driver there, Christian Taylor. Chris, it's Jesse up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey Jesse, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. Carnage in front of you, and you find yourself moving from 5th to 2nd. What did it look like happened up there to you?
I didn't see anything but cars start to fly. I hit the brake and played dodgeball for a little bit and made it through it somehow. So we're gonna choose right here.
Alrighty. You've been a top 5 car on speed all night. Now you're up here in 2nd place. We'll be able to see what you can do here against the 04. He's been dominant all night, so I'll wish you luck.
Alrighty, I appreciate it. We're gonna see when we can get these tires. We got one more set of tires sitting behind the pit stall. This Caterpillar Toyota's been fast all night, so we're gonna see what we can do.
Alrighty. This is the 96 there, Chris Taylor. He's going to be on the front row there next to the 04 Mark Parkhurst. Row 2 is now Frank Warner, Andy Lewis. Row 3 is going to be the 81 Jimmy McIntyre Jr. and the 23 Tyler Smith. Row 4, Cam Patterson, Jordan Shearer. Row 5, Chris Bishop, Ben Madden round out the top 10 here as we get ready to go back green at New Hampshire. 04 Mark Parker's going to lead them into the Geico restart zone once again. Swept both stages, and he's now your leader as they go into the restart zone. Green flag back out here at New Hampshire. Mark Parkhurst gets a good jump. Chris Taylor able to clear Frank Warner as they go into turn 1 here. Mark Parkhurst, Chris Taylor, Frank Warner, 1, 2, and 3. So there's another car around in the background. Chris Bishop again gets loose through the corner. I think he was all by himself, though, so he's going to get it back going. We go back out front. 81, Jimmy McIntyre Jr. He's under pressure now from Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith looking to move his way up into the top 5. He's had a quiet race all night. Behind that, you see Jordan Shearer, Cam Patterson were side by side. Cam has to back out of it. I think he was about to clip the 6 car there. Shane Fuller going to use that to his advantage and move up a spot over the 38. I see Shane Fuller looking 3 wide now on Tyler Smith and Jordan Shearer. Riding that apron, and he make it stick. They do make it stick, and they go 3 wide down the front stretch now. Shane Fuller dives deep into the corner, gets through that mess. He is on the move right now. Shane Fuller gets loose. He gets sideways. He's going to spin around. Can he save it? No. He ends up having to loop that car back around and get back going. Commentator Curse hitting the 57. I just talked about how he was moving up through the field, and now he's at the back of it. 04 continues to lead the way here off 45 laps to go. Chris Taylor, Frank Warner, spots 2 and 3 for Storm Motorsports. And Andy Lewis right behind in the 08. '81 Jimmy McIntyre, 6-car Jordan Shearer round out your top 5. Cam Patterson moving up 2 spots that previous lap, finds himself up into 7th. 8-car Cody Moore after a faster pair finds himself in 8th. Tyler Smith, Ben Madden round out the top 5, but Ben Madden under pressure from Tony Osborne. Looks like Tony's able to make that pass. Both of the back ends of those cars are trashed. What in the world? Tony Osborne still side by side with Ben Madden for 10th place. Of course, finishing top 10 tonight makes you eligible for the top 10 challenge. It's getting restarted this week after Cam Patterson was able to take home $10 last week by being the final surviving car. Mark Parkhurst now up to about a 1-second lead over the 96. Chris Taylor. Frank Warner behind. Everybody's getting kind of spread out right now in your top 8, top 10, all getting kind of spread out. We've got about 42 laps to go, and all these guys will have to make one more pit stop before this race is over. We'll see who has saves tires for a potential late race caution, who takes them during their final green flag stop, hoping it stays green. To find out, you'll have to stay tuned here on the Donut Box Racing League's YouTube channel. Got about 24 folks watching live right now. Make sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. It'd be greatly appreciated. 38 car Cam Patterson making moves. Looking to make his way back into the top 5, trying to get around the 81 now. Jimmy McIntyre Jr. Here in the wicked Pissah 180. Cam not able to make that pass quite yet. 81 still able to stick on the outside. Looks like Cam will get by the 81, and now he's looking to get to the inside of the 08. Andrew Lewis, and find his way back into 4th place here as they go into turn 1. Taking the shorter way around the racetrack. .38 now on the inside of Frank Warner. Trying to make his way from 6th to 5th to 4th to 3rd in the matter of just a couple laps here. You see the 9 car Frank Warner go way up the track. That's going to open the door for the 38, who does find himself in 3rd now. Frank Warner losing 2 spots there in 1 corner to Cam Patterson and Andrew Lewis, and now he's going to get passed by Cody Moore. Your whole top 5 getting shaken up right there. Mark Parkhurst out front still in that 04. He's building quite a substantial lead now over the 96 Chris Taylor. Up to about 2 seconds now. We've got some pit road action, folks. Looks like the 9 car Frank Warner is going to be the first to come down pit road here during this green flag. We'll keep an eye on that, see if he takes tires or if he's going fuel only here during this stop. Mark Parker still with the lead. Chris Taylor able to hold on to that 2nd spot for now, but Cam Patterson's sneaking up on him quick. Frank Warner in that number 9 machine does decide to go with a 4-tire stop. As you see, Cam Patterson goes to the inside of Chris Taylor now. Cam Patterson moves up into 2nd place. Patterson got out to a heck of a lead in stage 1. Not able to hold on to it over Mark Parkhurst, though. Current running order right now: Mark Parkhurst, Cam Patterson, Chris Taylor, Andrew Lewis, Cody Moore, Jordan Shearer, Jimmy McIntyre, Tyler Smith, Tony Osborne, Mike Poole round out the top 10. The 33 Ben Madden makes his way onto pit road now. Looks like Madden deciding to take 4 tires during this stop. Mark Parker's doing a great job right now, being absolutely clinical this race. He's extending that lead up to about 2.5 seconds now. Several more drivers coming to pit road this time. You got Cody Moore, Jordan Shearer, Tony Osborne, all making their way into pit road here. Chris Taylor under a bit of pressure now from the 08 Andy Lewis. Lewis going to go down pit road. Keeping up with everybody else's pit stops here. Looks like everybody so far that has come down has taken 4 tires. Tony Osborne's stop in the 10 car went a little long there, 15.6 seconds. Compared to Ben Madden, who had a 13.7 second pit stop, quickest on pit road so far. '08 Andy Lewis, the first of our drivers to go fuel only under these green flag conditions here. 23 Tyler Smith. He blinks his way down pit road now. You see the '08 there, Andy Lewis getting ready to go a lap down to Mark Parkhurst here. Because we got some more pit road action happening. You see the 84 Mike Poole. He heads down to pit road now. Tyler Smith in that 23 car did take 4 fresh tires. Who will be next to come down pit road? Looks to be the 57 Shane Fuller. Gonna be the next car down pit road. Cam Patterson in that 38 has been able to slightly cut into the lead now of 04 Mark Parkhurst. 81 Jimmy McIntyre Jr. makes his way to pit road now. If this race stays green and Mark Parkhurst has a clean pit stop, it's going to be hard to beat him as he comes onto pit road now. Gets it slowed down. It's going to have Cam Patterson take the lead over for the moment, though. He's under pressure from the 88, who is on fresh tires. It's going to let Cody Moore be the first driver that has come down pit road to be back on the lead lap. I feel like a lot of these drivers are staying out hoping to see a yellow, but everybody's pretty spread out. It's kind of hard to see that happening. So I imagine a lot of these guys that haven't pit yet, you're going to see them start coming down pit road here soon with 25 to go in the wicked Pissah 180. Everybody that's hit pit road so far has taken 4 fresh tires, other than Andrew Lewis taking fuel only. See Cam Patterson come down to pit road now. That's going to let the 96 Chris Taylor inherit the lead of this race with no pressure behind. You see the 81 Jimmy McIntyre Jr. behind. He's on fresh tires. Only cars yet to pit: Christian Taylor, Christopher Bishop, Jack Scoville, David Mayo. All still yet to make their pit stops. According to my scoring, it's been 41 laps since the 96 came down pit road. See the 57 car, Shane Fuller there, about to get his lap back. Out of all our cars that come down pit road right now, the 88 Cody Moore leads that group by a fairly slim margin there over the 04. Some shades of stage 2 there. Jordan Shearer, Cam Patterson, or Jordan Shearer, Frank Warner, Jimmy McIntyre Jr. Look to be your top 5 out of cars that have come down pit road. As you see, Chris Bishop comes down pit road now, leaving 3 cars yet to pit. Jack Scoville, Chris Taylor, David Mayo. Coming to 20 to go, you begin to wonder when these drivers are going to make their stops. The 04 Mark Parkhurst has made his way by Cody Moore now to move up into first place of the cars that have come down pit road. Doesn't seem like anybody's had anything for the 04 tonight on the long run, and that seems to be all we've gotten so far tonight are long runs. If Parkhurst is able to hold on to win this thing tonight, that's going to mean we've been through 5 races and have had 5 different winners here in the Donut Box Xfinity Series. Chris Taylor continues to lead the race and stay out on track here. With 18 laps to go, he's going to be hitting pit road any minute now. Teammate Jack Scoville about 4 seconds behind, sitting in second place right now. Mark Parkhurst extending that gap to Cody Moore now. With 16 laps to go. He's not your fastest car on track, though, at the moment. That nod belongs to the 38, Cam Patterson. Currently sitting in 6th place. Essentially in 3rd with the cars that are yet to pit. Jimmy McIntyre Jr. in that 81 was just able to get by Jordan Shearer, but they're side by side through 1 and 2. 81 is able to complete the pass, though. That puts him up into 7th. '96 car just hoping that there's a wreck right now. Here comes the 96 onto pit road. He's going to relinquish the lead to teammate Jack Scoville there in the 15. Jack Scoville, David Mayo still yet to come down pit road. 04 Mark Parkhurst has already made his pit stop. Cody Moore, Cam Patterson getting ready to be a battle here for what will be second place after pit stops are completed with 13 laps to go here. Cam's been the faster car, but can he get by and make the pass on the 88? They come into turn 1 here. Cam Patterson able to get the car underneath the 88 there, Cody Moore. Cody's still able to hold him off for now, though. They continue to go side by side here into turn 3 now. Can Cam Patterson complete the pass on the 88? Cody Moore still sticks to the outside. Holds on to the spot across the stripe as they go back into turn 1 side by side one more time. Still not able to get clear of that 88 car. Looks like he might have finally been able to do it. He does get clear of the 88. That puts him up into basically second place now. Fourth place on track. And Jack Scoville in that 15 car still has not come down pit road. He's ran 40 laps. With about 10 laps to go, he still has to come down for more fuel. I guess technically it is possible for him to have saved enough fuel, but with the lap times he's running before the end of this race, Mark Parkhurst will have caught him for the lead anyways. Mark Parkhurst only 2 seconds behind now. You see him right there behind Scott Ford Jr., 2 cars back now from the 15. As we come to the stripe for 8 laps to go. When will Mr. Houdini Jack Scoville come down pit road? Looks like the 15 not going to come down this time. I thought he was. Mark Parkhurst now able to get by Ben Madden. David Mayo in the 35. He's going to make his pit stop now. That leaves Jack Scoville as the only car left to come down pit road. Mark Parkhurst is now right on his back bumper. With the fresh tires, he looks to the inside. He's going to try to make the pass for the lead here. Scoville almost up into the wall. And Mark Parkhurst retakes the lead here at New Hampshire. 6 laps to go across the stripe here in the Wicked Pissah 180. Mark Parkhurst won stage 1. He won stage 2, and now he finds himself in the lead here. The closest car on tires to match his, Cam Patterson, is about 2.5 seconds back. Jack Scoville still not down pit road. Did he save enough to make it to the end of this race without having to stop? We look back, we've got a battle for 9th. Frank Warner trying to hold off the 23, Tyler Smith. The 23 is on about 6 lap fresher tires. They go side by side here onto the backstretch. You see Chris Taylor there in the 96 on fresher tires than both of them. Looking to make his way back into the top 10. The 38 Cam Patterson was able to get by Jack Scoville and move up into second. He is faster than Mark Parkhurst right now, but only by a tenth, and we've got 3 laps to go. I think Cam Patterson is running out of time, but he's doing his best to make up ground.
All right, man.
Caution is out. We have a caution with 3 to go. What in the world happened? It's almost like a real NASCAR race. Drama unfolding here, late race. We're going to get ready to have an overtime start. Let's see if we can find out what happened here. Unfortunately, it looks like it was the 33 Ben Madden again. Coming through turns 1 and 2 here. He just gets loose out of the corner and just goes hard into the inside wall. I do believe that's what brought the yellow out. I can't be certain though. As we go back live. 38 Cam Patterson. He's going to stay out here. 08 Andy Lewis is going to be your lucky dog. 81 Jimmy McIntyre Jr. also going to stay out. You got the 57 Shane Fuller. The 6 car Jordan Shearer. 42 Chris Bishop. A lot more folks than I thought staying out. This puts the 96 Christian Taylor in a pretty good spot. He's got fresher tires than a lot of those cars in front of him here for this final shot at the end of this race. Mark Parkhurst was your leader. He does come in for fresh tires, along with the 88 Cody Moore. So those two are the only ones in the field with fresh tires. Tony Osborne, Michael Poole also getting fresh tires. But they've got a long way to go to get through this field. If that was the choose, it seemed to be pretty late. Not yet. Lights still on the pace car. They'll be going through the choose next time. We'll see what leader Cam Patterson will be able to do against Jimmy McIntyre Jr., Shane Fuller, Jordan Shearer, Chris Bishop, Christian Taylor, Frank Warner, Tyler Smith, Jack Scoville, Mark Parkhurst. Round out the top 10. It's going to be a wild finish here. The 04 Mark Parkhurst looked like he was running away with this thing, and now he finds himself back in 10th for a green-white checkered. As they come to the stripe, Cam Patterson chooses the outside, McIntyre to the inside, Fuller, Shearer to the outside. I was trying my best to keep up, but I'm already lost. It looks like everybody gets through the choose cleanly. Row 1, Cam Patterson, Jimmy McIntyre. Row 2, Shane Fuller, Chris Bishop. Row 3, Jordan Shearer, Christian Taylor. Row 4, Frank Warner, Tyler Smith. Looks to be row 5 is Jack Scoville, Mark Parkhurst. There's going to be fireworks here at the end. Your top 8, all on at least 15 lap old tires, most of them 30. Cam Patterson going to lead him around for possibly the final time here into the Geico restart zone. Pace car is off. Green flag going to be back out here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway in the Wicked Pissah 180. Cam Patterson gets a good launch. Jimmy McIntyre, Shane Fuller side by side for second going into turn 1. 81 pushes up the track. 57 though, is he going to be able to clear him for second? Still side by side. This is what Patterson wants to see. He wants to see him battle behind him and let him run away, but Shane Fuller is going to be able to get the 81, possibly. No, not quite. They're still going to be side by side. White flag is out here. Cam Patterson takes it. Shane Fuller does clear Jimmy McIntyre Jr. Does he have anything for the 57? They stack up behind. You see the 04 Mark Parkhurst 4 wide. They're 4 wide on the backstretch. They're wrecking 96 and 42 into the wall. The 04 gets spun. Oh, big junk in the back. Cody Moore already finds himself up here in the top 4, but Cam Patterson's going to win this thing. Let's keep an eye on the battle for second here. Shane Fuller gets second, Cody Moore third, Jimmy McIntyre fourth. Wow. Lots of stuff happening there on the last lap. But Cam Patterson in the 38 car gets the win, his second on the season. Shane Fuller in the 57 car getting him a congratulatory bump there. Let's go ahead, take a look back at what happened with Taylor in the 96. I know they were 4 wide at one point. We take a look from above. The 88 and the 04 on fresh tires. One goes high, one goes low. They're coming out of the corner. The 04 just clips the back end of the 96, sends them hard into the wall. And then you see the 04. The 04 and the 42 make contact again after this. That sends the 04 back up the track and takes out the 08. 33, Ben Madden, nowhere to go. What an end to this race. We go back live to watch Cam Patterson doing his donuts. Final finishing order is going to be Cam Patterson, Shane Fuller, Cody Moore, Jimmy McIntyre Jr., Mike Poole, Jordan Shearer, Jack Scoville, Frank Warner, Andrew Lewis, Mark Parkhurst round out the top 10. Tony Osborne, Chris Bishop, Chris Taylor, Tyler Smith, David Mayo round out the top 15. 16th, Ben Madden. 17th, Scott Ford. Let's go ahead and speak with your third place finisher tonight, Mr. Cody Moore. Hey, Cody, it's Jesse in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, you got them fresh tires at the end. You were able to get through some near carnage there on the final lap, and you end up getting the pass at the end to get on the podium. How's it feel?
Honestly, I should be happy because I knew I only had a top 5 car, but I'm kind of disappointed that saving tire like that didn't work out. I don't know. I feel like I had a really good shot at potentially holding on to a win, and then I still haven't watched the replay, so I'm not going to blame too much, but there was that contact that destroyed my car, and then penalties didn't get cleared, so I missed pit road trying to clear penalties the first time by, which put me even farther down the field after getting the destroyed car repaired, and then I just couldn't quite get it back. All in all, like, pretty happy with getting a third place with those fresh tires, but I feel like we could have gotten a little more if it would have fallen into our cards just right.
Yeah, you had a sort of quiet race for your standards. You were still, top 5 pretty much most of the night, and you end up coming home with the podium. You have any shout outs you want to make tonight?
Yeah, huge shout out to all the MDM guys. Good work today. I think we got 2-3 today, so I'll take that. Shout out to Mark if you're watching. I'm sorry that caution came out. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is. I'm going to have to go through and look at the caution log and see what it was thrown for exactly. I have my suspicions, but I would like to think iRacing wouldn't throw it for that. But yeah,
The only thing
thank you
I
to you
could
for putting on
find
the
was
broadcast.
the spin from the 33 for that last caution.
Yeah, so there's that, or there's the 62 parked because he apparently ran out of fuel. Because I watched the 33's replay, and I'll be honest, I'm not sure where you're seeing the spin, because I'm not seeing a spin from the 33.
I don't know.
So,
That was the only thing that came up that might have caused it when I hit previous crash, but I'm sure that'll get figured
yeah.
out later on.
Yep, we're gonna do some delving into it. I do feel bad for Mark. He had that race win, and unfortunately lost it in a stupid way.
Alrighty. Well, do you want to go back down to Storm Motorsports? Is that where you want me to send you?
Yes, please.
All right. That was the 33 car there. Or the 88 car. Sorry, Cody Moore finishing third tonight. Let's go ahead and talk to your second place finisher after his win last week. That's Mr. Shane Fuller. Shane, it's Jesse in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, buddy, what's up?
I got to congratulate you on two things. One for the second place finish, and two being the only person that left their car on the track.
Yeah, buddy. I told you I'd remember that. And you know what? I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go right start finish line. I'm gonna let Cam do his thing, and then I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna park it, and hopefully Jesse will be proud of me.
Yes, absolutely. Well done there. I have to have a word with your boss there, Mr. Cody Moore. I just forgot to in his interview for removing his car from the stinking track. I'm going to get you guys in line eventually, but good job to you, Shane, for that. And
Thank you very much, buddy.
yeah, you definitely were a top 5 car all night there. You had that spin there near the start of the final stage that kind of set you back, or if that was after a caution. I'm not sure when it was, but you managed to battle back from that and end up taking P2 tonight. How's it feel?
Again, with the other race that we had a couple weeks ago, there was definitely a roller coaster. I mean, I knew Cam was going to be tough, and we kind of got into it there in turn one, and that kind of set us back a little bit with damage because we came in on that pit stop, so we got fired back in the pack, but we were able to get up through there for that first stage, and then second stage was pretty good. I do believe it was on that restart with second stage. I just I I kind of ran into my teammate's door. That was all my fault. I thought I was clear, and then I just happened to look over the right side, and he was there. There's nothing I could do at that point, but I was able to save it. The no caution didn't really help, but you know, we got the caution a few laps later, so it was a tough night, but we came back to on that long run there in final stage and was able to pick them off one at a time. And I didn't have any more sets of tires, so that last green white checkered, that was like everything that I had.
Yeah, absolutely. You put it all out there. You end up bringing home P2. You got any shout outs you'd like to make tonight?
If there's anybody watching from Granite State Indoor Range, make sure you go check them out over in Hudson, New Hampshire. Hometown race for these boys and gals. My wife and daughter, if they're still watching, thank you very much. I love you guys. Cody, MDM, all the boys there. Sorry to Jordan for getting into his door. That wasn't very teammate-like of me. But we bounced back, and it was a pretty good finish for the MDM guys tonight. So, and then obviously for you, buddy, appreciate you putting on the broadcast and representing all of us.
Absolutely, man. Taking home a P2 tonight after your win last week. Number 57, Shane Fuller.
Thank you, buddy.
And that leaves one final person to have a chat with. That's the number 38, Mr. Cam Patterson. Let's go ahead and get him on up in the booth. Cam, it's Jesse. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Bringing home your second win of the season here at New Hampshire. A track that you said before the race you hate. You end up bringing home the trophy. How's it feel for you?
Feels amazing. It's definitely one of the most excited moments I've had winning a race because I really didn't know what to expect. I was expecting just another runner-up, which would be pretty disappointing. I don't really like second place. But then that caution came out, and the 04 and Cody Moore pit and was able to get me into the lead, and the guys behind me also had old tires, and so definitely not a win that I deserved. That was the 04's race of, let me find his name, Mark Parkhurst, for sure. That was all his, but that caution just came out and screwed him over. So it sucks that happened, but I'm totally happy to be the one willing to pick up the pieces and bring home the win.
Yeah, absolutely. You had a pretty good start to stage 1. You were out there to the lead until your pit stop, and then it was kind of quiet for you there through most of the race, and then with that late caution, you're able to have good enough tires to stay out and bring this thing home.
It was just not my best race for sure. I definitely made quite a few enemies through that. A lot of stupid mistakes, so I apologize to anyone that I did tick off during that race, but hopefully it'll all blow over and I'll be able to race cleanly again going into the next weekend. So yeah.
Alrighty. And before I send you out of here tonight, are there any shout outs you'd like to make?
My teammate Logan Physician, who wasn't even here, but I mean it's a national tradition to always shout him out. You know, always there for me. Popped in the calls a few times just to give me a quick word, and then went away. So yeah, it's cool to that he was still here even though he wasn't in the car. So yeah.
Alrighty, well, congrats on the win. You're second of the season after Coda. I don't think you could have picked two more different tracks to win on, so good on you.
Yeah. Definitely
And,
kind of ironic that the 2 tracks I win in are the 2 tracks that I think I hate the most.
Well, I mean, hey, maybe you should start hating more tracks and you'll start racking up more wins.
Yeah, I think I might.
Alrighty, we'll catch you next time, and congrats on the win again, bud.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Alrighty, well, that's going to wrap it up here for the Donut Box Xfinity Series for the Wicked Pissah, a 180 here in New Hampshire. Cam Patterson taking home the win. Shane Fuller, Cody Moore rounding out the podium. Jimmy McIntyre Jr., Mike Poole round out the top 5. Jordan Shearer, Jack Scoville, Frank Warner, Andrew Lewis, Mark Parkhurst round out the top 10. Those are all the guys that'll be eligible for the top 10 challenge here as we follow up in the next week. The same as the first couple weeks. As the racing goes on, if you finish out of the top 10, you'll be eliminated from contention. And your last driver standing will take home another nice little $10 from me. And we'll end out the show tonight jamming out to some music and watching Cam Patterson burn them down. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're still here, remember to hit that like, hit that subscribe button, and come out and catch us next Thursday for some Indianapolis Motor Speedway action here in the Donut Box Xfinity Series. Thank you and have a good night.